Roaring Fork Falls is an easy hike that out and back combined is only 1 mile. There are a couple of small things to see along the trail, but the main attraction is of course the beautiful winding waterfall at the end. If you are adventurous and want a little more of a challenge, there is also a steep side trail you can take to the top of the falls. The trail does not seem to be very heavily trafficked. The Roaring Fork Falls trailhead is located off of State Highway 80 in Burnsville, North Carolina. To get to the trailhead, you will turn onto South Toe River Road and then almost immediately turn left onto Busick Work Center Road. This road is short but also very narrow. Continuing down South Toe River Road for a few more miles would also take you to Set Rock Creek Falls, which is another short hike to a waterfall. The trailhead for Set Rock Creek Falls is pretty difficult to find, so I definitely recommend watching my video of that hike as well. There is a link to my video of Set Rock Creek Falls in the description and at the end of this video. This hike is great for kids. It is short and there are not really any drop-offs to worry about. Also, depending on the water level, they may be able to play in the water at the base of the falls. I should point out that the water level is pretty low at the time of this video. This hike is also good for dogs. I don't have a dog myself, but I am confident that any dog can handle this hike. And they may also enjoy playing in the water like this one. Like most hikes, I believe dogs are supposed to be on leashes, but I did not actually see any signs saying that. This hike is good for photographers as well. There's not much to see on your way to the falls, but you can get some beautiful photos of the falls themselves. To get the best angle, you will need to go out onto one of the big rocks at the base of the falls. The trail begins at kind of an odd spot. You will come to a gate where there is just enough space to park about a half a dozen cars in the dirt beside the road. Of course, if these spots are taken, you'll have to parallel park further down the road. Also be aware that there are no restrooms at the trailhead. You will then pass a gate onto a dirt road to begin the hike. The hike stays on this road until you are almost all the way to the falls. The trail has very little elevation change. You will pass a couple of small buildings along the trail. From what I've read, these were formerly used to store ammunition during World War II. You will also come across one little area to the left of the trail where you can get down to the creek. This is an area where even small children should be able to play in the water safely. A little further down the trail you will come to a small bridge to the right. This is where the trail will finally leave the dirt road. It is clear from all the grass that the rest of the road is no longer used. You will then go a very short distance over some roots before reaching the base of the falls. There's a good bit of space to get down to the water and get a better view of the falls. And as I mentioned earlier, there are big rocks to the left where you can hang out or set up a tripod for photos. To the right you will see a steep trail that will take you to the top of the falls. It may not look too bad, but once you round the corner at the giant rock, it gets even more challenging. I wish I could show you footage from the top, but I determined it was probably best to not try and make it up there with all of my video equipment. Just know that I saw people take the trail, and later I saw them sitting on the highest rock that I could see. 2 of them even walked up the rocks next to the falls. I'm not saying I recommend going up that way, but there doesn't seem to be any big drop-offs on the way up that would make it too dangerous. Thank you for watching. Click the link to watch my video of Set Rock Creek Falls, and please consider subscribing for more informative hiking videos.